It's Friday night. It's time for the witching hour. And tonight we're going to bring Jeff back on the show. Jeff Tandy of Imprecation and Trenchant. Been on the show before. Cool guy, great friend, known him for years. And Jeff did a trip to Finland to the Steelfest 2023 edition. And that's what we're going to discuss tonight. So let's bring Jeff in on the show, man. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. So, Stillfest 2023. Did you have a good
Yeah,
time?
absolutely. I really did. It was perfect because I would say just right off that a lot of European metal fests are kind of overstuffed, and there's well, they're too big. I don't like to go to huge fests. I mean,
Yeah.
where you can't see anything, you can't do anything, you can't find anybody, that kind of stuff. I think the capacity on this was somewhere like 4,000, maybe more, but
Well, that's not outrageous.
no, not at all. It was very
Yeah.
comfortable. Finland's just great. I mean, it's a great place to be. Very comfortable, very easygoing. Easy to get around. Everything's clean. Everything's nice. Um, and the festival is at this kind of like a decommissioned factory that they clearly use for events. And they had,
Yeah, I saw that. It looked very industrial. And when you look on the sides of the stage, you could see it looked like a warehouse area or something like that.
mm-hmm, yeah. So, and
It's a bitch an hour. That's great. That's well, yeah. I'll do a fucking Frasier, man. We'll put Frasier on a special edition of the bitch an hour. Sorry, I definitely caught my
No, it's
attention.
all right. It's funny. They had an inside stage and then an outdoor stage, and they were about the same in terms of like overall size. I
Uh
mean,
huh.
really, I think the only reason they even had it set up that way was just so they could keep bands in rotation. Um, the production was excellent. The sound was good for every single band. So that was great. And then, yeah, then just the everything was well done, perfectly well done. I can't recommend that fest enough, just in general. Um, and then the lineup was really killer. Um, I'm admittedly at a point in my life where I'm one of those guys where, especially if I'm going to Europe, I haven't been to Europe in 10 years. So I was
Oh, I
seeing,
hadn't even realized that, dude. Damn.
mm-hmm. So I saw a ton of people that I hadn't seen in literally a decade. And so I was doing a lot of catching up, a lot of like, hiding out in the backstage kind of thing. So
Yeah.
first day on Thursday, the kind of the first day of the fest, effectively, I didn't actually see that much. I was so busy, meeting people and doing all that. But
Getting reacclimated with everyone that you hadn't seen in
mm-hmm.
a decade.
Yeah, and of course we're all doing that thing. We're going, oh my God, it's been 10 years. How the hell, it's like a high school reunion or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I my guitarist Nick, also from Imprecation and Trenchant, he and I went there together. We spent 2 full days in Helsinki before we went. We went to the famous Cult Records, which is basically owned and operated by Beharit, and got picked up some.
Oh, how cool is that?
Did you know about that?
I I I knew of Cult Records, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize it was owned by Barrett, dude.
Yeah, it's Holocausto, and then I don't know, I forget his stage name, but Yari, the drummer, and then also Sammy, who played in Beharit, and also that band Thy Serpent.
Oh
So,
shit! I fucking
mm-hmm,
remember that. Yeah, fucking black metal
yeah,
band. Wow.
mm-hmm,
Were
yeah,
they were any of them in there when you went in there? Or
yeah. Sammy was in there.
cool.
Um, Unmistakable. Dude's like probably in his mid 50s, and he's got this big black inverted cross like tattooed right into his forehead. So
That's
hardcore dudes.
dedication, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What
very
was
serious.
the selection like in there? I'm obviously had to have some cool shit, right?
Oh yeah, tons of death metal, tons of black metal. Some fairly obscure stuff. Um, and I mean, I at this point I end up just always kind of picking up like I'm a big fan of everything that's coming out on Werewolf Records, which is from Finland,
Like the
And
Satanic
so,
War Master guy, right?
right.
Yeah, that label rules, man. Yeah.
Satanic War
Almost every
Masters,
release is awesome. Almost.
yeah. Satanic War Masters like the only band I don't like that's on
And
there.
I actually like Satanic War Master. I think they're pretty cool.
I've never been able to get into them.
Yeah.
I always think it's too shticky, and I've seen them live a couple of times, and I've never really enjoyed it. Um, it really reads like a put on a lot of the time, but the guy does have a good ear for
For
everything
bands.
else out there
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah. So
Well, Fraser's already pocket watching. Was it expensive?
yeah, it was. I mean the admission for what you get, I think it was like $175. That's not too bad.
Uh-huh.
Food is expensive in Finland. That's the thing. Transportation is not expensive. Like a train ride to the airport's like
Uh-huh.
$5. But yeah, I mean, food's very expensive. So,
It seems
although
like it would be because it's kind of way up there and out of the way, and
it's just the cost of living. I mean,
yeah,
the thing that's funny and terrible though is that in the last just couple of years, the food prices in America have gotten so bad that it didn't feel super expensive compared to how it used to be like a decade ago.
true.
So
We're probably just leveling off to what they're paying over there now.
yeah, yeah,
I don't even
and
want to get started on inflation and all that bullshit,
no,
dude. Now it's
but the one thing they did have going that they didn't have before that made me really happy is that they finally understand at fast food restaurants, they understand free refills and unlimited ketchup. They didn't used to do that. So, like, Coke was like you know me, I don't really drink. So, like,
yeah,
so, soda was really, really expensive because you just have to you buy the one and it was like
and
$3.
that was it. No
Yeah, it was
more.
like going to a movie theater, you know? Um, but now they're under free refills, and now they have the ketchup pump, and I'm really happy about that. So
No, that's. I mean, as a big guy myself, one of those little sodas. I mean, I can drink one of those in 2 sips. I'm like, I need a refill.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I like to stay hydrated.
yeah.
Fraser was talking. I think he's talking CDs and vinyl in the shop. Was it
Oh,
expensive? Or yeah, it's Fraser.
no, no, not really. I mean, about the same. You
You
know,
just have to
it,
pay the shipping costs of double the CD if you bought something.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
nice
yeah,
part. Yeah.
yeah. So that was good. Um, Shirts at Fest now cost like they're like going for €25. So that's just how that's going over there.
Okay. What is
Yeah,
that the
so it's
equivalent to here about maybe?
like $27. You know,
It's kind of normal.
yeah, so not terrible. Um, I guess I can just get right in and talk about the bands a little bit, and then we can maybe play some clips.
Yeah, yeah, for
If you know a
sure.
few
That's what
things.
actually that's what I was going to lead into next. Like what were some of the bands that you really enjoyed on the fest? So I saw some of the bands I didn't know, and some
Hmm.
shit was really good. And then I saw some shit. I was like, wow, they got on this show. I was like,
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing Nick and I realized quickly that, like, I mean, a lot of the bands were Finnish, and Finnish black metal. I like some of it a lot, but there's also a lot of it that kind of like the Norwegian stuff gets really samey,
yeah,
and your ear would start to get a little numb after a bit. Just from hearing ring 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 ring, for like 45 minutes at a time. Um,
yeah,
it was actually good because there's a few bands that like broke it up. There's only a couple of death metal bands, and then there's a couple like sort of black thrash sort of things going on. So that actually really helped break it up. Um, on Thursday, I saw the Notorious Azazel
speak of
with
the
their
devil.
extremely drunk singer.
Were
Um,
they wasted again?
oh yeah, they always are. But the thing that was funny is
Uh
that
huh.
their singer Satanachia, he was clearly drunk, but he wasn't so drunk that he wasn't able to just do the performance.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think people were actually mildly disappointed because he
They
didn't
wanted to see
fall
that train
over.
wreck.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't fall apart. It's I was saying to Nick, it's kind of like Nasty Ronnie not doing the TV. You know what I mean? Nasty
Oh
Savage.
yeah, dude. People like kind of expect that, like
Yeah. So anyway, they were
disappointment.
fine. The the thing that I wasn't clear on though is that okay, so the whole deal with that band is that the lead singer is always drunk, but I don't understand why the rest of the band didn't sound better. They're not very. I guess maybe because they're expecting it to go badly and they're not all that heavily invested.
Probably they probably
So
don't even practice much for it, just whatever.
right,
But hey,
and
man.
they're always going on first. So
Yeah.
anyway, but then really the only other band I saw on Thursday, um, well, I shouldn't say I even saw them. I ended up working for them again. Was Marduk. Hadn't
Oh
seen
yeah, I
them.
heard about the situation they were in over there.
Yeah, if I had had even a week's notice, I would have been playing bass for that show.
Yeah,
But
I figured.
but that happened the same day. They kicked their bassist out of the band and they played as a three piece, and it actually went over great, which was really cool because they were really unsure about it. But I got them onto the stage, sound checked them, the whole thing, like I've always done, and
So
came
you
off
did
really good.
your commando roadie routine for Marduk.
Yep,
Was
yep,
that even?
and
Let me ask this: was that even planned, or you just like jumped in and did it for him?
no, it was not planned. I was just sitting in the backstage with them, and they're like, okay, I guess we got to go line check." And I was like, "Why don't you just let me do it for you? I know what you need." So what I've learned is they never have their own crew guy unless it's me. I don't know how that works, but
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I've just I've decided that I'm not going to kid myself anymore. If I'm ever with them, I'm just doing their stuff for them. I'm getting them set up. We'll just
It becomes one of
leave it.
those understood things.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
going to be ambiguous anymore. But so it was one of those things where I went just as a fan to the fest, and then of course before I know it, I had backstage passes and all that stuff. So I was just running
That's
around.
kind of cool,
You know,
though, dude.
yeah. So
You get to
that
meet
was
all
good.
the people. Was there anybody? Let's say this: was there any like new people you met out there from like bands, newer bands?
Um, yes, and I'll get to that. Yeah, I might as well just
Okay.
bring that up now. Sithagawa, from Germany. That band. A lot of people don't know who they are. They were on Osmos Records, and
Yeah, that's the one with the crazy name. That's
yeah,
I
and
always that's how you say it. I didn't even know how to say it half the time. I remember
yeah, it's an HP Lovecraft creature. Yeah,
there you
Sithagawa,
go. Bear would know. He was like, "Oh
and
yeah, Lovecraft."
they're Sado death black metal, and I always really liked that album Hosanna Bazaar, which was their debut, and they've since
Mhm.
reformed, obviously, and they've got a new album coming out. And they did a compilation that's really cool that had a bunch of unreleased stuff on it. So Nick and I were both big fans of Sithagawa, and we actually met them and like really hit it off, and they were super cool to us. Like they wear all the masks on stage and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
and it was great because I just reached out to them through Facebook and I said, "Hey, listen, we'd love to take a picture with you guys and all your gear, if you're available." And so we ended up meeting
Awesome.
up with them, and they came off stage and they were playing in full sun because they're on the outdoor stage, and also
Wow.
that the sun did not go down. It's summertime in Finland. The sun
That's
didn't go
right.
down.
They get those endless nights. I mean, endless days and all that stuff.
Yes, it
I didn't even
was
think
it.
of that. Is that weird or what?
It is, and it gets kind of rough. It's like 10 o'clock at night, and you're still kind of just like feeling like it's like 6 in the evening, and then
Uh-huh.
you're coming from overseas. It's really weird.
Throws
Um,
off the body clock, I bet for sure, man.
totally. Yeah, I was eating like 4 times a day because I just kept feeling hungry because I'm just like, I'm
You're
still
up.
awake.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Sithagawa were awesome. They sounded great. They sounded just like the album. And then it was so cool because they came off stage and they were all overheated and everything. And they'd taken off all their stuff, and then they came backstage like, okay, let's do it. And they put their stuff all back on, and we took pictures with them. And
That's fucking cool
so
of them, man. That's really
yeah,
that's cool. That they got geared back up for a picture. See,
yes,
bands, that's how you do it. That's how you fucking do
absolutely,
it right there, man.
yeah.
Let me
So
find that track you I mean, go keep
yeah, go
talking.
ahead and play them. I mean, everybody needs to check this band out because they're from the classic weird era of the underground, like with Master's Hammer and Mystifier and all that stuff. I miss the weird
That's a good
bands a
call.
lot.
Yeah, they are fucking weird, and that's what makes them unique in this fucking day and age.
Yes, but
Because
and
everything's
but
so colored
then
by numbers.
oh yeah, non-standard, but then musically they're really badass. I mean, you guys will see this clip, and if you don't know about them, um, they've got 2 albums out on Osmos, and then they just released a third thing with Osmos, and they got a new album coming out apparently pretty soon. So
Oh
definitely
shit!
worth supporting.
All right, let's play this track, man. And we'll come back right after it plays.
Right on.
Let's say this very loud and clear. The higher the buildings, the lower the morals. Evil is hiding lots of evil and sin against humanity.
Oh yeah, dude. I still like the chat was saying the freaking sound from a live recording on that without being like mic'd up is amazing.
Yes, yeah, and that's really evidence to just what a great production they had going. They really had it dialed in. Everybody sounded really, really good. From
Oh
the
yeah, man, that sounded really good, dude.
yeah. So anyway, really cool. Those guys are really cool. That band is really cool. So please support them. Uh, yeah, Nick and I were so funny because like our big priority is like they had sort of like the merch booth, the big
Uh
booth
huh.
for like all the bands that were playing, and they kept adding merch as bands were showing up, and when it was their day to play. So we were getting there at gates every day. Like the show would start at 1 o'clock. We would
Uh
just
huh.
be there right at gates, and like we'd run right over to the merch booth, and
Make
go,
sure you get your
okay,
shit. Yeah.
yeah. So we got Sithagawa stuff. They had plenty of that. I mean, there were certain bands that we really wanted to get stuff from that didn't bring anything, which was really disappointing. We're just like,
Oh
oh man,
really?
oh yeah, that was. I mean, a lot of bands had their stuff, but not every band. Like our friends in the band Ritualization, who we're also going to feature tonight, and
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
also really an
Stuff
amazing
together.
band.
Yeah,
They
I
didn't
watched
have it.
some of them. Yeah, I mean, I had the CD of Ritualization. Well, the first one,
Yeah.
uh, fucking Killer Black Death,
Yes. I was hoping to get a shirt, and they didn't have any. So,
and they're
um,
French. Or am I right?
yeah, they're French.
Okay.
hmm Um, all the members are also in different bands. Like the guitarist has a newer band called Misgivings, which is
Uh
also
huh.
really great. And then there's the bassist is in Merrimack, the drummer's in Merrimack, and then oh god, I think Thomas, the drummer, he's in multiple bands.
Usually the case with drummers.
He's amazing. He's a really great drummer,
Mm.
and
He's
it's worth.
precise, dude. I was
Oh
watching
yeah,
a video and listening to him earlier. Like, damn, he is good.
yes, yeah, he's ferocious, and it's worth mentioning that that whole festival was like some kind of like land speed proving ground because there were so many fucking fast drummers at that thing. I mean,
Oh yeah, the
yeah,
the,
I mean it was
the, the
insane.
BPMs were out of this world coming out of there.
Yeah, yeah, and like I'll just kind of call. I was trying to go in order, but I'll just kind of tell everybody things as they occur to me. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
band Nordjævel from Norway. That features that drummer Dominator, who also played in Dark Funeral for a little bit, and then
That's where
also
I heard that name.
he's
Okay,
insane.
he's
I've
really
never.
fast.
Oh
Yes.
man, and it's like the fact that all the other drummers at the festival were talking about how great he was really evidence. They're like, no, that guy's the king. It's just like there was like
Dominator,
consensus there.
man. Shit, that's the
Yeah,
right name. Fraser wants to know what's the craziest thing you saw there.
craziest thing I saw there. I don't.
I don't.
There
Fraser
wasn't
probably wants to
anything.
talk about like I don't know. Were girls topless? I mean, fucking
Mm,
Fraser wants to know.
yeah, I mean, there wasn't anything. Well, I mean, the uh, Carpathian Forests set was crazy in that it was crazy how terrible it was.
Now, see, I was gonna show some of that, and I remember I saw your post saying that they suck, so I was like, well, I want to see how bad it was.
Yeah.
Was he even
Um,
trying on vocals? Like he was almost like this talking.
yeah, his voice is that's my theory. His voice is just completely
Is
blown
it the
and he just
shot? Yeah, because
yeah.
it was
So it's
like
kind of
he's
like
just talking.
he's kind of just sort of yeah, like yelling in this weird way. It sounded like if like South Park was doing, a
A Carpathian
because he's just
Forest.
kind of like it's just like what the fuck. Yeah, they were
It's a
the
shame.
last band. They were the last band on Friday night, and Nick and I were
Uh-huh.
expecting it to suck, and we were really tired. And we're like, okay, let's just look at it for a minute and see what we think. He started yelling, and we were just like, okay, we're out of here. We just
Yeah.
walked away. So, um, but yeah, Nordjævel had their own sound guy too. So it was one of those things where like all the bands had a very good sound, and then Nordjævel came in, and their sound was really good, but it was like really loud, and like their drums were like artillery fire. That it was just
Oh,
like
it's fucking
yeah.
pummeling you.
hmm It was pretty awesome though.
But in a good way, yeah.
Yeah,
Was the
and
singer wearing a diaper? I don't know. Was the singer of Carpathian wearing a diaper?
no, he's just
No,
wearing
just regular metal
just
thing.
just like vinyl pants or whatever.
What was Nocturnal Mortem set looking like? Goat horn songs?
I have no idea. They didn't play.
That was like last year, right, or something?
No, they had to cancel. They weren't allowed to leave Ukraine because everybody has to stay.
Oh shit! That's right. Yeah, they're not gonna let them go. I was gonna order a CD today, and I almost clicked. Had two options. It was either Ukraine or UK, and I almost clicked on Ukraine. I was like, fuck that. Probably won't even get out of the country. So
no.
I did the UK, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Almost fucked up. So let's talk. Let's show that ritualization.
Yes.
Clip. Let me look for that real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that band fucking is rippers, man.
Yeah, they kill. They're really great. Another one that everybody needs to pay attention to.
Let me find it over here in the files.
Just check out their drummer. He is a monster.
And again, great sound on this shit, man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Found it. All right, here's some ritualization from Steelfest 2023.
Right on.
That drummer's a nut, dude.
Yeah.
God, and it's solid, and it just goes. That's when
Yes.
you. I mean, when you hear the blast, but you ain't got like a million fills in between them, and it's just that constant.
Yeah.
That's the fucking real deal insanity, man. When you can just keep that fucking constant blast going, dude.
Yeah.
Man, that was really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, they're a fucking killer band.
Yeah. Great guys, great band. Just yeah, full support for them.
Any
And
American men play there? I think. Okay, here you can fix this question.
yeah,
Any American bands play there? Yeah,
bands
I got
played.
some.
Yeah.
I queued up some Nunslaughter, just a short one.
Yeah. Nunslaughter got a great reaction. Everybody was really, really into them. Um,
Okay, what's up,
uh,
Josh?
yeah, and they were, and that's kind of what I was talking about. It's like they were a little bit of a break from some of like the really relentless mid-paced black
Yeah,
metal.
yeah. Get
And
a
I
little
mean,
old school death metal, American style going on in there.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, I like all that stuff. It's just, when it's all stacked up, variation is good. You kind of
Especially when it's
shift
like
things around a
a
little bit.
fest of it. Yeah,
Yes.
all
Yeah.
day long with
Yeah.
the relentless
Um,
evil black blast beats.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
do like it mixed up a little.
and I was just reading some of the comments while Ritualization was playing. Nothing went on in terms of fights or anything, and that festival has this reputation because they've hosted bands that are controversial or whatever. But I mean, that's not. There's no specific angle that the fest presents. It's just a fest like any other.
Extreme
And
metal fest. Yeah.
well, right. And I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be disingenuous about it. There were fans there coming from places, and they had like death's heads on their jackets, or black suns, or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever else. But they were there with all these people, right alongside all these other people from all over the world. No one was messing with each other. No one was having a hard time. No one was saying anything. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that, and I
Well,
didn't
I think
expect
people
it to
like to
be.
make it, whenever you get like those type of fans at a show, people like just, I mean, it's just easy to go ahead and call everyone, the a national socialist, kind of,
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
this stuff. And it's like that's not really fair because not everyone there is into that stuff, or
Oh,
you
not
know,
hardly.
like those are probably the minority of, like, when you see that stuff, that's the minority of fans there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
and
worth mentioning.
and even those dudes, like, it's overblown too with that stuff too. It's just
Yeah,
something for the far left, blue hairs and all that to make a big stink about, and it's just
yeah. They just. I mean, I even saw a couple of guys that were wearing like rainbow flag stuff, and no one messed with them.
like it's a fucking metal show. If you're at the metal show, you're
Yeah,
obviously there to have a fucking good time, and no one wants. I mean, yeah, old school San Antonio, or maybe other parts
yeah,
of Texas, fights, and all that, but I don't think it's
yeah.
like that. And
No, there
that's
was
why
no.
controversy is a part of extreme metal. If you can't deal with it, beat it. That's pretty much the facts,
Absolutely. And that festival was all inclusive, which means everyone was allowed to go. That's actually what inclusivity is when everyone is allowed, not just the people that are considered, acceptable. Everyone was allowed. No one
It's
gave anybody any
it's
trouble.
not it's not an exclusive event. It's an inclusive event.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. So, the probably the rudest thing I saw was
Uh
that
huh.
our friend Manu, the singer from Ritualization, he always wears dark sunglasses when he's not on stage, and he repeatedly had fans coming up and asking him if he was the guitarist from Blasphemy.
Well,
So that was about as bad
I
as
mean,
it
not to
got.
be a dick, but he could kind of, like, be mistaken for that guy.
He doesn't
Very defensive.
he doesn't look dissimilar with the bald head, and he's
Yeah.
he's a stocky dude, and yeah,
Yep.
no, but and people were doing it respectfully, but you know what I mean? They were like, "Oh, are you from Blasphemy?" So he had to field that a couple of times. But other than
I had
that,
to do a double take at first. I was like, nah, they're from France. What am I thinking? Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. But
But
no,
yeah, I mean, I mean, people who freak out on that shit are a bunch of fucking pussies. That's just
Yeah, and they're and
good
and they're
lord.
inventing it. We've talked about this before. They're inventing it. They're just the same thing with Metal Threat. They're fucking lying.
They're
It's not
making it.
going to.
It's not what they're saying is not happening.
Yeah, it's not going down that way. I'm going on the record right now. It's like it's not going down that way. I've been to 2 different festivals recently. One where people were inventing that shit with Metal Threat. It didn't happen, and then at Steelfest didn't happen either. And I don't even think anyone's claiming anything happened at Steelfest, but just to get ahead of it, it was totally cool. Everyone
And
got along.
I like that Stillfest stands their ground and say, no, we're gonna, book these bands, and if you don't fucking like it, don't go. Shit, man.
Absolutely. It's not like Finland's easy to get to. You don't have to go.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I mean, if you really want to go to this fest, you really want to go to this fest.
Yeah.
And here's a classic saying: "If you are false, don't entre."
Absolutely.
Stay the fuck out. It's for underground fucking metalheads of the furthest fucking regions of the underground. Not
Yep.
It's not for you. And why are you trying to take? Always pisses me off. People who want to censor are always about freedoms and this and that, but yet they want to censor and take things away from people.
Yeah, it's like
what?
It's all it is just it's just in. I mean, I think it's short-sighted to call those people the real Nazis, but it's just inverted Nazism. It's inverted fascism. It's just leftist fascism,
Fascism, right?
Yeah.
No matter where
eradicating freedom of thought.
From. Yeah.
Yeah. Eradicating freedom of thought is fascism. But I'm telling you, if it wasn't for just a few people walking around with controversial patches or whatever on their jackets, you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't even know.
No.
And also, Finland, of all places, is one of the most brutal resistance against the Nazis in the first place. That's funny.
Yeah, but at the same time, they do not give a shit about that at all. That stuff doesn't bother them a bit. They just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, because they have probably real things to worry about.
Yeah.
Then some band from another country, thousands of miles away.
Yeah. So
okay, here's someone who's been to Steelfest 7 times. Always so great. There you go. 7 times.
Wow, 7
times.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, very, very cool. Oh, I'm guessing he's from Finland based on his name. So that's very cool. Yeah.
But I'm just glad you got to go because it's cool to hear your perspective. As a Texan going over there and hanging out in Finland and going to the big festival.
And I'm such an asshole. I go to Europe and then I don't want to meet other Americans.
I saw your post. I was like, you dick.
Well,
I'm sure the other Americans you would meet there at the fest would probably be like-minded Americans, right? I mean,
you'd think.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, there was a few, but it's just like everyone. That's not a good enough reason to hang out.
Because they're from America and I'm from America.
Yeah, I'm not a very patriotic person. I'm actually not a big fan of a lot of American culture, and I never have been. And when I go to Europe,
as someone who's known you for over 20 years now, maybe that is true. I can say,
dude, we're on 33 years now. So
yeah, there you go, 30 years. Fuck. Okay, but, fucking Roy's in the chat. Why bother except the guitar is the blasphemy?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anyway, so no, when I go to Europe, I blend really well. People just think I'm from there if I don't try to speak. So I just get left alone and I'm just kind of invisible, and I really like that. And I don't.
Well, let me ask this: like, if there were Americans at the show, were they like letting it be known they were Americans by the way they were acting, or what?
No. Everybody was being fine. It's just they'd hear you speak in English. Hey, you guys from America? Yes. It's like, who cares? I don't know you. Oh,
you're talking about the other American.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. It isn't because they're from America as much as it's just I'm the most antisocial social person out there. I don't want to talk to people I don't know until I have.
You're not going to find a common commonality with someone just because they're from the same country you are.
Yeah, that's not enough for me. So anyway, that's just a side complaint. But
if I ask you where are you from, Texas, are you a cowboy? Does that have they ever asked if you were a cowboy?
no, and
I
it was
don't think
funny. I lead with that. I don't ever say I'm an American. I say I'm from Texas, and that
that's what
actually is.
I think all Texans probably do. If I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do that anyway, and then on top of that, people actually in Europe think that's pretty cool. If you say American, it's not as cool, but if you say Texan, they know what that
Texas,
is.
yeah, that's way
Yeah,
cooler. Yeah, Fruit
yeah.
thinks he would stick out there.
Not as bad as you think, man. Not really. I mean, there's people from like um, Spain and Portugal and places like that. So yeah, no, it wasn't that. It was a pretty good mix of people. Maybe in the cities, you'd probably stick out a little more. They think you were Turkish or Muslim or something.
That's probably what they would think. Yeah, there's more people like that over there anyway.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Here's fucking fuck people anyway. Nice to meet new foreign people. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it.
I feel you. I'm Floridian first, American second. See,
yeah,
all the southern states are probably like that more than anywhere else.
Yeah,
we claim our statehood more than our country.
And New Yorkers, they do that too.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure. What about Californians? Do they do that?
Oh yeah, Californians are actually more nationalists than Texans, except it's the other direction.
I would, yeah, for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah. Well, they expect you to be impressed when they.
Oh God. Oh,
yeah.
you're from California.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That they would be that presumptuous, wouldn't they? All right, let's play that Nunslaughter, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, they tore it up.
It's a short one anyway.
Yeah. All their songs are really short.
Here's another fast one, but aren't they all? All right, here it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It just jumps right into it, folks. So get ready.
Right on.
Just a little quick clip of the Nunslaughter doing their thing.
Yeah. Like you said, they're always great.
Yeah, I every time I see Nunslaughter play, I've never seen a bad performance. Even from the old days with Sadist to the new lineup now is still always solid, man.
Yeah, and Don's such a great front man.
Probably one of the best frontmans out there for metal. He's got to be for sure, dude. He fucking kills it.
Totally. So let's see what else wanted to call out. Witch Trap. I'd never seen them. I missed them when they came to Texas a few years ago.
Oh yeah, the Columbia band. Columbia band.
Yeah, they were great.
I think Hod played with them when they played San Antonio. Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah,
they were fucking cool, man.
Yep. Yeah, they were great. They were great at the fest, and I finally got to see Gehenna, from Norway.
Oh shit! I should have fucking found a Gehenna track. Damn it.
It's okay that you didn't. It was weird because they were good. I really liked watching them play. They sounded great, but they didn't play anything like prior to like 2010. Like they didn't play.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they played one song off the first spell. They didn't play anything off the second spell or Malice or any of the classics.
Oh shit!
Yeah. But that was the funny thing. That was one of the first times I'd ever seen a band play where I really enjoyed watching them, even though they didn't play anything I
Play
wanted
the
to
songs you
hear.
wanted to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they kind of did like in their sound. They kind of did like a full circle, right? They black metal and then death metal
yeah,
and then back to
back
black
to
metal,
sort of modern black metal.
modern
But
black metal. That's a good way to say it.
yeah, I mean, so I kind of was braced for that, and but it was cool to see it anyway. I mean, just to say that I did at least once. Got to meet Sanrab, the main guy, briefly, and so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I
You know,
remember we were big Gehenna fans back in the raging black metal
totally.
days. We were like,
Oh
this
yeah,
album rules, man.
yeah. I liked all
Very
the
good.
early stuff. Yeah, I was big. I'm a big early Gehenna fan for sure.
And one of my favorite bands played, even
Oh yeah.
though Destroyer 666. I always loved their riffs.
Yeah, I totally missed them because I was working for Marduk, and Destroyer was playing right before
Oh,
Marduk.
well, here we go. We'll play a track from them.
Yeah, everybody said they were really great.
Let's. I know a lot of people aren't totally sold on the new record. I really need to go and give that one a more of a deep dive listen because I haven't. But I got it, but I just haven't. But I just remember there was a lack of blast beats. That's where
I've been hearing a lot of people kind of claiming disappointment about it. I haven't actually heard it myself
yeah,
yet.
I need to listen to it more because J Dog Justin from Hell's Headbangers fucking loves it. So
All right, on.
I'm gonna need to listen to it again, deeper dive. But here, let's check out this track from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like they ripped it up too. Shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people were talking about that. So anyway, in service of Marduk, I didn't see it, but it looks like it was good. It's
Oh
worth
yeah.
mentioning that was about the hour window of time where it actually got twilight level dark before the sun immediately started coming back up.
Rises up. Yeah, because it kind of just like barely goes down, right? And boom,
Mm,
it doesn't get to go all the way around and under and all
yeah,
that. That's
yeah, it's
crazy.
brutal.
Isn't that? I mean, it's like one of those. Doesn't it cause suicide or something? Like people go crazy or something?
Oh,
Or is
well,
that
it's
just a
fucking
myth?
no. The suicide rates get higher in the wintertime because the
It
sun
just
is
it's
gone.
down.
But here's the thing I discovered, and this, I mean, I don't know if anyone cares about some of this stuff I'm talking about, but
No, on the witching hour, dude.
yeah,
We can talk about anything. I don't. I mean, it doesn't have to be all over fucking metal.
yeah. Well,
Fucking yeah.
Nick and I, when we went to the airport, we had to like get to the train station like 4:30 in the morning to get to our flight, and it was so freaking weird because it was like basically like the lighting out was like about 7:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like the sun was up,
Uh-huh.
um, or like 6:30. You know, something like where it's like dawn, past dawn, and we got out on the street walking to the airport, or sorry, the train station to go to the airport, and there's people everywhere, like at the bus stops, like walking around the street, like it was just regular daytime at 4:30 in the fucking morning, and I
That's
was just
weird.
like, what's going on? And then we were getting the first train, and like there's like Finnish people trying to get on the train, and like it hadn't opened up yet, and they were like really impatient, and like I'm going, okay, so here's the thing, the wintertime with no sun makes everybody depressed, but I'm starting to realize I think the nonstop sun, in the summertime makes
Mm.
everybody really agitated, because they're just awake all the time. Like no one shuts down because the sun doesn't ever
It's
go
not.
away.
Yeah. You're not getting
Yes.
on some normal human body
Yeah.
clock of sleep, pattern or some shit,
Yeah.
right?
They need to study that, like what endless sun does to people. So anyway, that was kind of weird.
Because it is weird,
Um,
right? I mean, over here in our, just about any other parts of the world, it gets dark at night. Well, you're eventually going to go to sleep, at some point,
yeah.
for the people who
Yeah.
don't work.
Yeah.
Roy
Uh,
came in late. He was asking we'll give him a recap on the sound because the sound sounds great.
Sound was awesome on both stages. It was just awesome, just flawless. Every band sounded good.
Fraser asked earlier if you had any merch to show from the show or anything like.
Oh yeah, actually I do. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, I'll carry it on. Fraser, yeah, Fraser. The sun is up for 24 hours straight, so not just like one day of sun. It's like I think it can be weeks of the sun being up, or maybe it
Yeah,
just
a
gets
couple
dark for
couple
an
of
hour,
months. Yeah.
months, right? And it could get dark for an hour or so, maybe, and then the sun's back
Yeah,
up
it
again.
gets like I said, it turns like to twilight, but you can
Not even
still
dark. Yeah.
not even dark. Um, okay, so here's a couple of things I got. I actually did get a really cool Gehenna shirt.
I'm gonna put you on solo so that
Yeah.
everybody can see you better here. Let's check out your merch.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Gehenna from Malice, I got this at Cult
Oh, that's a
Records.
nice print, man.
Yeah, there's this this isn't official. These are coming out of like I want to say Ukraine, and they're really nice. I've gotten other shirts from this printer too,
Wow.
but I got that at Cult Records. Gehenna wasn't selling it, at the
Yeah.
show.
Oh
So
well. Look, I would have bought it if I saw that too, man. That's nice.
yeah. Then I got they were doing this great deal where like the distro, like Werewolf Records, they had their distro where if you could buy 5 CDs for €60, which is actually a really good deal. So I picked up, let's see here, I picked up a ton of Moonblood reeditions. Like
Let me get this.
I got 5 of these. So I mean they're all just different ones, but yeah, like these are not all that easy to get, and certainly not at a good price. So I just grabbed all of these.
Moonblood
Yeah.
CDs. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're all the demo reeditions and stuff. I don't even know if they're official, but they're cool. So I just wanted to get them.
Yeah.
Then I was talking about Sithagawa. So I got reedition of their first album, Whoops, sorry. This one, Hosanna Bazaar, and then their newest release, I think came out 2 years ago now, but Hallelujah Messiah. So definitely check that out.
And are they? And the second one's on Osmos too.
It is. Yeah,
So
it is.
they stayed with Osmos. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Keeping it real. And then I actually went to dinner with Essa Linden from Demigod. Nick and I went out with him in Helsinki.
Oh, damn, cool.
And he brought us a care package, including the Demigod reedition on Svart Records, the official reedition. Really, really cool. So that was great. Let's see what else I got. Lars Brodesen, who was the former drummer of Marduk, who I worked with for 5 years.
I remember Lars. Yeah.
Cool guy, great drummer, great musician in general. He was there. He's now playing in Nordjävel. He's a new member. So I didn't even know that. So we got to see each other unexpectedly. But he's also in a band called Hild. It's Hild. And this is their album, Valen Freya. So it's more, that's an interesting band. It's kind of like black hardcore, sort of.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's not a hardcore band, but it's like got kind of that element to it.
Elements of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's definitely interesting. So check that out. Then
that's another beast drummer right there, man, Lars.
Yes, he was great. He plays on all the current era Funeral Mist material, so definitely worth checking out.
Fraser has a good question, actually. When you're in that record shop, did you see any well, you said implication, but you mean imprecation CDs?
No. Imprecation doesn't really have a whole lot of presence in Finland at all that I detected. So we're trying to change that. If make a
need to get some CDs sent over to that shop.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we were in there, and I didn't see any imprecation related ephemera at the fest at all. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, no back patches or whatever patches on anyone's jacket that I spotted, and that's okay. It's just interesting where bands get established and become popular. Also, in Finland, you're having to compete for real estate with the gigantic Horna and Behexen back patches that everybody has, which is just, and they never just have the one. They have a Horna back patch and a Behexen back patch. It's always the two together. It's like you're not allowed to only like one of them, which makes sense because they're basically the same band. But
yeah.
Let me show you a few other things. Kataksu from Poland. Remember this band, Carl? This is their demo compilation, North, and symphonic.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, symphonic black metal stuff. The new Ritualization EP.
That's what I need to get. Yeah.
Yeah. And then got an album from the band Torture Killer, who
I remember Torture Killer.
They were great. They played and they sounded really, really good. I'd never seen them live. I know a couple of guys from the band. It's Tuomas, who was also an Archgoat and Demigod, and then the drummer Tuomo, who was also in Demigod. So they were really cool. They were again, they were sort of different from the format a little bit, which was nice. Just a nice break in the action. Let me kind of just give the rest of them roundup. Call out the bands that I think are worth checking out. Cytherion from France. That's the main guy from that band is BST. He's also from Aosoth. So Cytherion's the new thing that he's doing. So that's really, we got to see them play, and that was cool.
And he's from Aosoth?
Aosoth. Yeah, he's one of the main writers in Aosoth.
Okay.
Then the band Urn from Finland. URN, Urn.
Yeah, the classic black metal band, right?
Yeah, they were. I'd seen them like a decade ago, and saw them play this time. They're black thrash, like the Black Jackal guys would play well with that. Them. Yeah. But they were really cool. They sounded great and just energetic. You can't go wrong with black thrash. It's always entertaining.
You really can't. yeah, it's just one of those things, especially live. It's going to
Yeah.
go well regardless. Yep.
And then Norgevel, like I said, I'd never seen them live before, and they were really, really good. I mean, I hesitate to say it because I think it's one of those types of bands that some people would go Norsecore because it's like that real specific format. But I mean, it's really good. I actually was quite surprised.
Oh, everybody loves some Norsecore here and there. People got to chill. Yeah.
Black Dawn, who I've always been a fan of, they played and they were really great.
Blood for Satan, that's a classic.
Yeah, hell yeah, and they were really good. Yeah, that guy's got the craziest voice. You know, he's just got that real shriek, just you know. So.
I always thought that was one of the coolest covers too. Blood for Satan with the, psycho black metal, blood in the mouth, fucking war paint.
Yeah, it was.
I'm a sucker for that type of black metal.
Yes, and that band's really underrated.
Everybody rules. yes.
Yeah. Everybody check out Blood for Satan by Black Dawn. You got to hear it if you haven't. It's fucking nuts. It's super fast. It's really, really violent. People don't appreciate just how insane that band was.
Yeah, it needs to get reissued. And from what I understand, Paul wants all this from Necropolis, wants all this money for it, and that's why it's not getting reissued.
That sucks. Somebody needs to bootleg it.
Yeah,
but
bootleg it, get it out there, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention the Norwegian band Ergale. Remember them?
Oh, I got a video of them because I
good.
Love Ergale. Yeah,
good because I had not seen them live or anything, and they were fucking great. They were really, really good. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw that on if you've got it.
Yeah, let me cue it up. Yeah, that to me, that's like, if we're gonna say it, that's real Norwegian black metal. Straight
Definitely.
up ripping, and they actually, just don't stand around and look down at their guitars and play. They actually rip live.
Yeah. They were actually a big surprise for me. I didn't know what to expect from them live, and I thought they were fantastic.
All right, here we go. So Ergale from Norway playing Steelfest.
Right on.
All right, you got a little side stage action with the sound level just went on it. So,
Yeah.
but you get an idea of what Ergale, man. They fucking rip, dude.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
straightforward black metal with fucking violence, Satanism, and death and speed,
yeah.
heaviness,
It
and
was,
all that stuff.
yeah, loved it. It was really, really cool. I mean, I was actually, it was one of the, it's not usual for me to go to a festival anymore and see a band live and go, oh man, I got to pay more attention to this. But Ergale was one of them. I'm like, God, I really got to revisit this band. They're a lot cooler than I
Yeah,
even
well,
like really.
yeah, I think they came out when there was like obviously an overabundance of black metal, and maybe Scandinavian black metal, but they were always
Mhm.
killer, man. They were always like for me, I always thought they were killer, and they kind of just keep putting out solid fucking albums. Like for me, Tusager and them are like kind of like top tier, still top tier Norwegian black metal. That doesn't
Yeah,
do any of that
we
weird
played with,
stuff.
yeah, we played with Suitor at the Mass Destruction Fest. I thought they were really boring.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, yeah.
That
I've
sucks.
never been.
I like them, man. I like Desert Northern Hell, man.
I
That's a
I
ripper.
don't know how that works. I was talking to Nick about this. Like people who don't listen to metal would think we're crazy because like okay, I like Ergale and then I don't like Suitor. And then people be like, what the fuck? It's like same thing. It sounds just the same. Why wouldn't you like this? When you like this, it's like it's just this.
I
There's
don't think they sound just the same though.
well, no, I know, but I'm
But I
just
know what you
saying
mean, like the
it's a
average.
matter of it's a total matter of degrees. Why do I like Black Dawn, but I'm not really that into Behexen? You know, it's. I mean,
I'm not a
we
super
know that,
Behexen fan, but that fucking first album is a ripper from Behexen.
right? But it's just they're completely solid. They're checking all the boxes, but they just do not do anything for me. You know,
Yeah,
they're not a
I know.
bad band. I just don't. I'm not interested. There's just some X factor that's not there. I think it's because it's I don't know. Like I'm the same way with Horna. Horna and Behexen are basically the same band to me. They're just very
Because Black Dawn
formatted.
destroys Behexen. Now,
Oh
someone
yeah, yeah. Black Dawn annihilates them, and that's the thing. There's no question about that in my mind. But yeah.
now, when Hod played with Behexen up in Austin that time, the
Hmm.
to that, I was a little. I will admit, I was a little like, "That's it. This is
Yeah,
this."
that's how I felt. I saw them at that show. I saw you guys play, and I saw them, and I was like, eh, you know, just it didn't really knock me out at all. It was very um, standard in its way. Again, not bad, but just not very exciting. There was just not any one thing that really switched me on about them. So,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I'll
it's
say that first album though, I fucking love that one. I'll go on the record
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that.
But um,
See,
I
everybody has their own opinion on all that stuff, so that's
sure, of
good. So
course,
we all can't say everything's fucking great or agree
yeah.
on everything.
I'm gonna have to roll it up in just a minute.
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah,
I think we let's play the War Moon Lord track.
well, yeah, I wanted to talk about them real quick before
Yeah,
you do that. War Moon Lord, I've got the shirt on right now. Is one of
let's
my
show that
favorite.
shirt, man. Let's put you on social
Yeah,
media so people can see this.
yep,
Oh,
yep.
Lord, look at that. That's fucking
It's
black
straight
metal as
ahead.
fuck. Yep,
Yep.
that's the way it
Um,
should be.
but yeah, they're one of my favorite like current era black metal bands. Like they're a newer entry. They've only been around for a few years, and man, I love them. I mean, if when you hear it, they're doing like the classic sound, like Emperor, that sort of thing, but with really their own swing on it. And I mean, it's really great. I was really excited because they were put on at last minute, like a week before the fest, because of other cancellations, and I was just thrilled because I didn't think I was going to get to see them, and then I did.
Oh, that's a fucking cool little treat. Yeah.
Yes, and they closed out the night on they were the last band of the fest on Saturday night, and I thought they were just fantastic. Sounded great, and they were doing it like the old way, where it was like they were like a 6-piece band. It was 2 guitarists, a bassist, a singer, a drummer, and a keyboardist. Like one guy
Mm.
just doing the keyboards, and it sounded great. Like I said, um, they're I'm not a drummer, but I like good drummers, and their drummer was really flashy and had a lot of swing. He played like Faust, from Emperor, which was
Mm-hmm.
super cool. Yeah, they just had the classic sound. They're doing it the right way with the real conviction. No, just completely unfiltered classic black metal. And so if you're interested in hearing anything new that sounds like that, War Moon Lord is the band to check out for sure. It was that was they really made it for me. I mean, I had a great time at the whole fest, but getting to see them at the end was just really fantastic.
Oh, fucking cool. Let me find the track here in the old video files. Because yeah, that's definitely what I would call, even though they're not cult. It's cult, of them
Hmm.
to go out and play a show, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
yeah,
right, here we go.
definitely.
Some War Moon Lord fucking live at Steelfest 2023. Jeff saw it. Fucking cool. Full house to watch them guys, man. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Although it was funny, like about halfway through, because it was at the very end of the fest, and like
Ah.
always at the end of the night over there, especially like the way Finnish people drink, people were drunk as hell, and there a good crowd remained, but like you could feel like the back of the room sort of peeling off. You know, everybody's just like, I can't do
It's
it.
finally time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the last night of
Well,
the fest too.
yeah, that was the very last set of the night. So,
Oh,
um, anyway, as you saw, really, really cool. The singer had this huge
I should see
blade.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple of times he like caught his mic cord on it. I'm like going, maybe not the most advantageous prop for a live show, but it was different. You know, it was back when they were doing it the way that black metal bands used to do, when it was all uncharted and you didn't have a format that you had to follow exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Kind
so
of like just doing your own psycho thing. Fraser
which
wants to
what
know, scene is better, American or Europe?
Oh, it's a no-brainer at this point. The European scene, that didn't always used to be true. You and I grew up in a very good scene,
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah. And Fraser knows
But
that too. The early
yeah,
days were fucking
yeah,
awesome. But
yeah.
dude, I was surprised. I heard like, well, I think it was your boys, Emulation, say that American shows are getting crowded again, and like
They
maybe for
are
death metal is like maybe it's doing better in
for
America.
death metal for sure. Yeah, it's just you're not going to have as many. I mean, I don't know. I I don't know. It just depends. Like the Chicago scene is really good. You know, the Houston scene is really good.
Houston's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
San
but
Antonio can be. Sometimes it isn't, which is
yeah,
weird. But
it it
we're not the size
but
of Houston either, so that's
right. But if you go most places in Europe, you're going to see cool bands, and it's going to be a cool venue, and everything's going to be comfortable and well produced. You, always in America, you have to like go play in some kind of like gang occupied territory or in the middle of like a homeless encampment or something. You know?
it's true. It's always like fucking some like dangerous fucking area most of the time. I mean,
Yeah,
or just yeah, you're not gonna find like metal shows in like nice neighborhoods. That's just not gonna happen.
right. And that's not true in Europe. Europe actually regards metal for the most part as just as culturally significant as anything else, especially in places like Finland, which is a very metal oriented country. So you can't
Yeah,
beat that, you know.
yeah, it's
Um,
actually recognized by the citizens of the actual country. Yeah,
yeah, there's no resistance to it. You don't have to struggle to justify yourself. I mean, some of those,
got all these idiotic Bible thumpers and things making problems.
well, yeah, and also just, oh, that's not real music, and whatever the
All that
hell,
shit too.
yeah. So,
Coming from people who listen to auto tune music all day.
oh
Um,
my God, I can't
Frazier,
stand it.
you're only allowed one dumb question. Well, you
Yeah,
done broke that rule 20 times ago.
yeah. Well,
But all
anyway,
right,
that's my
that's
report. I
that's
hope you
the
get.
fucking Steelfest
Yeah,
report from Jeff Tandy on the fucking witching hour. I appreciate you taking the time
yeah,
to do this, dude. That's cool, man.
sure, absolutely. And I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, go check out Steelfest, like the running order on Facebook and things like that, if you want to find out more. But please support the bands I mentioned, because I brought them all forward because I wanted people
For
to
sure.
hear them and know that they're out there and
And
definitely
also,
worth supporting.
didn't you do a long form metal enema on this too?
Yes, yeah, we sure did. It was me and Nick.
Oh, go ahead and plug that where people can find that if they want to
Yeah,
check.
metalenema.com, metalenema, metalenema.com. That's hundreds of hours of metal podcasts featuring me and currently Nick Norris. Also, well, the show's effectively been on since 1995.
It
So,
really has. Yep.
yeah.
Started out in Austin on the
Yeah, and
college
FM
radio
radio.
station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we were throwing records against the wall and smashing them while you all were doing the show.
God, that nearly got us fired. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Trashing the studio.
If you need a bell, you can bell. I'm just going to plug a couple more things for
Yeah.
little
Well,
housekeeping.
thanks
Or stick
thanks
around.
for having me, and thanks for everybody who tuned in.
Yeah, man, it was a cool show. All right, we'll see you, Jeff.
Take care.
You too, dude. We'll talk. All right, man. That was Jeff and his report. I just want to oh yeah, speaking of the devil, that's true, man. It's like that damn socialism, right? It's like it helps the bands print shirts and everything, and actually supports their own music, not like here in America. But anyway, we're not gonna make this a big old political thing because we need to promote Roy's show tomorrow. Speaking of Europeans, the Norwegian death metal podcast is on Roy's channel tomorrow, so you need to check that out because I'm sure it's gonna have some shit you never heard before. Because every time I listen to a death metal podcast, that's what happens. I hear shit I never heard before, and it's always fucking killer. Roy fucking puts on a great show. So watch that tomorrow. And speaking of Roy again, the Caustic Vomit T-shirt and demo cassette package showed up. The shit fucking rules. Fucking how can I say, Norwegian death metal, maybe like autopsy ish. Maybe I'm wrong, but order it from Necro Harmonic. Sorry guys, I am fucking up my speech. Necro Harmonic or Rotter Records. I think they both are doing a deal with these. If you can get them both, go for it because they really rule. Who's else have we got now? Oh, fucking Carla. What's up? How are you doing down in South America tonight? Yes, I actually got down this rabbit hole. I found some killer demos. There you go. Did you get any CDs today? Well, it's funny you asked Francisco if I got any CDs today because I did. And yeah, man, that Caustic Vomit rules. I got a CD in the mail. The ETD, the Spurious Mean CD is out. Order it from Francisco or JD. Get a hold of them. Got all the lyrics in there. You got this awesome art on the back as them as like zombie fucking motherfuckers. And great artwork by Evil Dave from here in San Antonio on the cover. I think each picture is inspired by a song. If you haven't seen this, check that out. That's the CD. Fucking cool, right? Fucking little. Looks like a 7-inch with a picture disc or something. Anyway, it's cool, man. Order it. This shit rules. It's some of the best real death grind that I fucking heard this year. Yeah, man. Find it. Find them, Francisco. Hunt them down and get it. Oh shit. Yeah, Kevin, let them know, man. Shit, your band fucking rules, dude. Ordered mine today. Good job. Good job. Such a cool looking CD. Oh, Mass Ritual, dude. That shit rules, man. I did get the CD. There you go. He plays a Grave Worm. And the Pius Levis Omega Vortex split vinyl will be in my hands very soon. I got a message from the label Dark Descent. Matt sent it over saying that he's expecting parcel very soon and they'll ship my copies out to me. But you can get, I don't have it around me unfortunately, but I got this. You can still get the cassette version of it from Goat Throne. Check that out, and the CD version is also available on Dark Descent as well. You can order it from them or from our Bandcat. JD has it, and it rules. All right, guys, I think that's it for tonight, man. I'll play a song or two. What do I got in the queue for anyone? Oh yeah, I found this. We'll head out with this fucking jam on some Death Worship that they did a live in the studio recording. Find the jam for you. If I hit this wrong fucking button again, I'm shutting this show down. Like Francisco says, get that damn split. That vinyl is going to look real cool. My favorite Necron jam so far. Oh, well, I can appreciate it because I got a shit ton. Again, don't sit on your asses. Get this damn thing. Can you see? Is it going to focus? Nah, it's too fucking womp, womp, womp. Anyway, Order this. Goat Throne. Goat Throne has CDs too. And Dark Descent or the fucking Pies Leave his Bandcamp. And the Mega Vortex side, man, it's like if you like Necrovore, well, you're gonna love this because it's like Necrovore fucking doing coke or something. This is outrageous. All right, let me find that fucking jam for you guys. Present some fucking Death Worship, man. This shit was pretty fucking good. Live in the studio recording. There we go. Laters. How'd you like that attack of Vaughn, huh? Yeah, we're not fucking done yet. I'm gonna play a couple more. Let's see what else I fucking got in here for you fucking maniacs watching this shit on a Friday night. Fuck yeah. Alright, let's play this new band. It's making the rounds in the underground. Mutation from Sweden. This fucking shit is pretty cool. Check this out.
It's
Actually, Sithagawa. Yeah, that mutation is a demo. You can find them on Bandcamp, but it's just what is it? MP3s. They don't have a physical, or maybe they do and they sold out. I don't fucking know, but I tried to look it up. But yeah, man, it's fucking sick. This does not sound like it's from Sweden for sure, but it fucking rules. Um, I say more Los Angeles style than from Sweden. Yeah, the fucking logo is cool, man. It's definitely got an old school feel to it. Oh, okay. Oh, Aaron was asking about old. That's that old band. Nah, they're not even that old, but they put out an album a couple years ago, maybe a decade. They got a new one out. Aaron will be getting it in stock at Go Throne because I think he's doing a trade with the label or something. I fucking dug it. I played it last week, but I want to play it again because it just has a great old school feel to it. Let me find the file for you guys. Yeah, Old Tyrants of Death. The song. Check this shit out. Old school metal.
Satan's breath.
All right. Yeah. Fuck it. 2 hours, man. That's it. Y'all gotta go do something else now. That's it for me. I'm gonna go have some fun. It's fucking Friday. See y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, chat. Fucking good time. Jeff, that was fucking cool coming on talking about Steelfest. I fucking appreciate it. Get that fucking ETD. I was gonna say demo. It ain't no fucking demo. It's a fucking EP, whatever record. It's out. It's on cassette. Good luck trying to find a cassette, but get the CDs from JD or Francisco. Um, find them boys, order it, and also get the split from my band Pius Levis and Omega Vortex. Gotta fucking get that shit sold out on cassette. Vinyls will be out soon. CDs are available now. And that's it. Fucking show's over. I'm just gonna find this outro, intro, same fucking shit. Y'all have a fucking killer fucking holiday weekend here in America, and we'll talk to you later. All right, later.